Today I'm going to show you how to edit a meal plan in Nutrition Maker software. Even though all our meal plans are designed and created by registered dietitians, there will be times when you need to edit a meal plan and change out a food, for instance, based on your client's dislikes or preferences. Now, how do you know what their preferences are? Nutrition Maker includes an array of questionnaires, one being food preference. So you can provide this to your client and you'll know their dislikes and their likes. Hello and thanks for being here. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Doug and I do the training videos here at Nutrition Maker. Nutrition Maker is designed for personal trainers, wellness coaches, nutritionists, dietitians, and related fields. Okay, so here we are in the main client screen for Nutrition Maker. We're going to use this client here called Susan Eat Right as our example. And the first thing we do is go to the Open and drop down to Nutrition. This will open up the client page and the active meal plan page. We're going to use Detox for this example. If you want to view the plan, and we do recommend viewing plans at least on a basic overview. That way you can kind of see what the plan entails. You can also quickly glance through and see all the foods that are included in each day. So when your client does give you their likes and dislikes, you'll know that you need to come and edit a plan or not. Alternately, you can wait till they give you their dislikes and likes or preferences, and then come through and scan each plan and make any changes from there. Okay, so let's come back to this, and we're going to add the 1500 calorie detox. Moves it right over here. Next we go into Edit. And a couple things on the screen. At the top are the parameters of the plan, which gives you the calories, carbs, fats, proteins, sodiums, and sugars. Up here we have ways to save an issue and other items. Down here you can scan through each day. And then you can also briefly see the foods included in the plan here as well. Now, let's take an example that our client does not like cantaloupes, blueberries, and cod. All of those are in this meal plan. So here we have melons right here, cantaloupe. So when we want to go edit a plan, click on the Add Edit, and this will take us into the main Add Edit screen. A quick overview of this screen. Again, here are the plan parameters, and over here we have ways to search for foods, including basic food searches, frequent foods, favorites that we've marked as favorites, recent foods, and then above here you have the option to choose the food databases. As you see, we have cantaloupe here, and we know the client does not like cantaloupe. So we come over here to the search, and we search for melons, for instance. The predictive search arrives with 3 different options. Okay, so we found the honeydew. We're going to drag those to the breakfast. And as you can see, the calories are very similar. In fact, all the parameters are very similar. So we're just going to leave it with a cup of honeydew. And we go to the cantaloupe line and go over to the trash can icon and remove cantaloupe. Okay, let's look at another example. Now, for this example, we know our client doesn't like cod, and we know that day 4 for dinner has cod. So we're going to cruise over here to day 4. Over here to the right, we're going to go through lunch, snack, and dinner, and we locate cod right here. So now we want to search. Let's go back to the search option here on the left. Type in fish, snapper, and we have 2 options. One is cooked and one is raw. I think we'll give them the cooked. Again, drag that over to the dinner. And now again, we want to compare this. This snapper comes listed as 3 ounces. The cod was 4.5 ounces. We can give them a little bit more because the calories are a little less. So let's come into here and bump them up to 4 cups. Close enough. Again, don't be too concerned with slight variations in calories and other parameters like carbs, fats, and proteins. This is a whole week of meal plans, and the variety of a small 5 or 6% is not usually a big deal. But if you are concerned, you can always go back to the 3 ounces and just give them a little less calories. I'm going to choose 4. And now we're going to come to the cod and remove it like we did with the previous example. And now we've finished that edit. Let's do one more just to kind of get you more familiar with this. On day 6, the nighttime snack. Okay, here we have grapes. So let's say they don't like grapes. So let's go over here and search for raspberries. And here we have some raw raspberries. Let's drag that over. Very similar calories, pretty similar in carbs, all very close. We like that. Let's take the grapes out, again by deleting. And we're all set. Now, periodically you may want to save your changes. That way you don't lose any in case you have some type of power outage or you get interrupted or something happens like that. I did tell you before that we are going to show you an alternative way to find food substitutes and substitutions, and that is using the artificial intelligence. I'm going to go back to day 1 and drop down to the snack, which we're already in the snack categories, and let's say that they don't like blueberries. So rather than go over here and search for raspberries like we did or other types of substitutions, we can come over here to the very far right, and there's a little light bulb icon. Click on that, and we will come up with alternatives. Up here on the top are the current parameters for blueberries, and down here are all our substitutes. There's 10 pages of them. Here's strawberries. And we could also choose blackberries here. So let's go ahead and select the blackberries. Now the advantage of this AI alternative food substitution is, first, it gives you other ideas that you may not have considered. Second, it will find the proper amount, for instance, cups or slices or whatever the amount of food is that will closely equal what you're switching out. And third is, you may have noticed, I don't have to go in and delete the previous food. It just swapped it out. So it's a real big time saver. And now I'm going to hit on save. Go save and back, actually, is all we needed to do. And here we're back to the main plan. You can save this as a draft in case you're not finished. Maybe you've gotten interrupted with something and so on. But the easiest way is just to click Save and Issue. Now you'll notice it's not in the selected plan, but it is down here showing that it's been issued. And over to the right, you have the option to print it. But otherwise, your client will have access to this meal plan, both in their online client health portal or directly on the phone app. So you can see it's actually pretty easy to substitute and swap out alternative foods for your clients. The trick is knowing what's in the meal plans to begin with, and of course, what food preferences or dislikes your client has. At this point, I would like to ask you to click on subscribe or at least press on the like button if you found value in this tutorial. But we are going to have many more tutorials coming down the road. One is going to be how to create your own meal plans using recipes. The other is going to be creating meal plans using just food searches. And we're going to have a specific video on techniques on searching for foods, because there are a lot of databases in our program, and there are some tricks and tips that can make finding foods a little easier. Thank you for being here, and we hope to see you again.